Okay, let's make some good Southern cornbread. This cornbread recipe has been passed down from my great-grandmother, and my grandmother gave it to me, and this is the only cornbread recipe that we use, and I am going to be using it to make dressing. This is my favorite cornbread, and it is super, super easy. To start, I have a very well seasoned cast iron. I have about 3 to 4 tablespoons of oil in the bottom of it, and I've sprinkled it with cornmeal. This is going in a 500-degree oven to get really, really hot while I make the actual cornbread batter. So I am doubling this recipe because I'm making a bigger batch, but for one recipe, you would do just 3/4 of a cup of cornmeal. And I forgot to point out it needs to be self-rising cornmeal. Also going to do 1/4 of a cup of self-rising flour. You're going to do a 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. And you're going to do 1 egg. Hey, this is one of the most important parts. It is 1 cup of buttermilk. I feel like buttermilk is what makes this whole entire recipe. You're going to mix that all together. You also want to make sure the consistency is kind of a little bit thicker than pancake batter. You don't want it super thick, but think of pancake batter and think of just a little bit thicker than that. Okay, I just pulled this out of the oven and put my cornbread mix in it. You will know when this is ready. Your cornmeal on the bottom that you put in there will start to turn brown. The whole point of this is to get a good crust on there. So this is going to go back in the oven for about 20 to 30 minutes until you can stick a knife through it and it comes out clean. All right, I just took it out. This went right for 20 minutes. I flipped it over, and this is what it looks like. I'm going to let it cool because I am going to put this in the fridge and then shred it up and make dressing with it. But this is really the best cornbread ever. Like I said, we eat it with peas, all kinds of stuff. And it's super, super easy. So if you're looking for a good Southern cornbread, this is your one.